looks like we'll be starting very soon. And here we go.
So we are in the
Locked in.
ban phase. Let us see who is going to be the first ban.
Okay.
Alright. So that is going to be a hard counter for Lil Hen in the top lane.
Give me a low, just overall in general, I feel like Jack's out as well.
Being a Jax fan, that's interesting to me because Jax is not a popular player for Lincoln. So I'm not totally sure the direction of that one. And then we have a Velvet and a Kled Velvet.
Interesting.
Very interesting. A Lux man. That one is going to be huge. That one is going to hurt a lot for the mid lane of McNair. Kobe is a Lux main, so that is more in the vein of bans that I thought we were going to be seeing. A little bit more targeted. Going after the meta.
The main man, okay.
Another interesting choice. Looks like we might be seeing an Evelyn ban here, which would make sense. Oh, Evelyn's locked in.
Yeah.
So they got their jungle.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is going to be huge for Lincoln. Being able to secure their primary jungler is going to be crucial in trying to take the victory here.
And our second pick.
Second pick is going to be from Virgil.
Seraphine.
Okay, interesting.
Very good champion, in my opinion. Super great support. I feel like Seraphine works with a lot of good champions.
It's true.
Good caster.
Yeah.
Great support. I like
Solid
champion a lot.
support. A lot of survivability there. Can be kind of frustrating. And Kane. Both junglers getting their names. That'll be interesting to see how this goes. Maybe they want to play each other at their best and see how it goes. And then Umu gets the Thresh. A little bit of late research. Thresh is Umu's main. So maybe that wild card pick is going to work out in their favor because they didn't know who to actually target in the process.
Right. Both teams look like they're stacking up.
J Master also getting their main pick in Ari. So this is going to be huge. It looks like across the board, Lincoln is getting their mains.
And an Alawi ban.
An Alawi ban is also pretty surprising. Will be interesting to see if Set gets picked in the next round. Let's see who Virgil's going to ban.
It seems like both teams have really given each other the opportunity, in some cases, to really grab their best champion.
Yeah.
Perhaps they are looking for, like you said earlier, playing each other at their absolute best.
Yeah, we do have a Mordekaiser ban. Never big a fight. A little hurtful for Lincoln, but we still have Mundo on the table.
And the set is out.
And Set is out. So that means Lil Hen is not going to get their main champion. I'd be interested in Olaf pick.
Okay.
Interesting.
Olaf, where?
I would imagine that would have to be in the top lane. They already have a Kane jungle.
Perhaps.
Because I'm assuming Galio's going to be mid. This is going to be a pretty tanky team from McNair.
Right.
I think they're trying to counter the burst that Lincoln is kind of showing off with the Ari and the Evelyn. They're just going to try to out-sustain.
And it is, you know, I was just going to talk about what ADC they should pick because how tanky team they are. Honestly, I think Ezreal's a really decent pick. But in my opinion, I think somebody with higher DPS, perhaps like a...
I think with Jinx off the board,
I think Jinx would have been the ideal pick, and so they had to figure out what was next.
going with the Nasus. That is one of their more played champions, but with Mundo on the table, I'm surprised. But maybe just trying to match up a little bit better against this Olaf. Oh, and a Veigar. This is going to be
support bot.
That is going to be an interesting matchup, but a lot of AP on the McNair side of things.
It's going to be a hard matchup. Veigar, Seraphine is just in general hard matchup to play against.
Yeah, I do think the bot lane is going to be the lane to watch in this. I think this is going to be the primary where the game is won. It's going to be this wild card of Umu and not really knowing how to play against and how to counter that.
Right.
If Thresh is able to land some hooks, I don't know if Veigar and Seraphine have the sustain needed to survive those bursts. Because Ezreal, a couple of those Qs and Veigar can go down. Veigar is one of the squishier champs.
His build is really going to matter here.
Yeah.
Well, what items he gets is really going to determine whether or not he can stay in lane.
I'll be interested to see if there's an invade by McNair, maybe to try to like get ahead. either an invade or an early gank.
There'll be an invade.
All right, so
There's
our
always an invade.
prediction for round one is there's going to be an invade to start the match.
Absolutely, there's going to be an invade. Both these teams want to win.
That is true. I think Lincoln's going to come out wanting to prove something, wanting to prove that they can upseat the champs. And McNair has that chip on their shoulder to say, we're not there, we're not ready to give it up.
Right.
We're the champs and we're going to stay the champs.
Absolutely.
So this will be interesting to see. We do have our little spectator delay as everyone is starting to get into the game. We will be catching up in about 2.5 minutes.
But until then, what are your thoughts on their picks, in particular, the Gnosis?
The Gnosis is interesting to me, especially with Mundo still in the game, but they don't really have the burst, so maybe just trying to go for someone who can really tank heavy. With Nasus's ult, really is going to be able to sustain a lot of like the Veigar and the Kayn. I don't think ganking in the top lane is going to happen as often as it should. I think we're going to have a pretty good stalemate between Nasus and Olaf, but if Nasus is able to kind of poke, might be Nasus winning the top lane.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how long the match actually goes on, because if Nasus is able to stay in for a long time, man can stack solo lane and be able to just push all the way through to base.
Yeah, the Ahri Galio matchup in the mid is going to be interesting because with Galio's natural magic resist shield, it's going to be a lot for Ahri to kind of get through. But
yeah, that was definitely a hard pick against Ahri, unfortunately, but not impossible. Definitely a chance that there's a winnable lane there. Proper support from the jungler, proper roaming from the actual support from the bot lane. There's potential to propel Ahri ahead.
Ahri's very mobile. Galio kind of has his one burst, and if he kind of overextends even a little bit, he can get caught into a bad spot, and then Evelyn could just be there lying in wait, ready to take him out.
Right.
So it'll be really interesting. But I think we're going to see Evelyn kind of floating around that bot lane, seeing what picks they can get, and trying to really fill that assassin role.
Yeah, I think with Veigar being very immobile, right, Ahri being able to gank bot is going to be very nice, very easy, very good for the Ahri.
I'll say if they can get Veigar to burn his flash, if they invade on this, that will determine who wins the bot lane.
Absolutely.
Because it'll be 3 minutes before he gets his flash back.
A thresh hook.
And a thresh hook, and then that's it. And then if Ezreal can get fed first and fast, then the roaming can start. They can move to mid, and then they can kind of push that out and take control of the game. It'll be really interesting to see.
Absolutely.
All right, and we are entering the match.
All right, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Into the first match.
Right.
Lincoln, McNair. Game one.
There we go. So we're
For sure invade though, right?
Oh, for sure. We see Galio with the teleport flash and Olaf with the ghost flash. So Olaf is going to be, his main goal is going to be trying to run down the Nasus in the top lane.
Yes. Nasus also teleport, however, does give him more lane control. So potentially, if he is to, if he's running late to lane, or he has to go somewhere else, that TP is definitely going to come in handy. Thresh with Glacial Augment.
That is an interesting choice, but with the slow on that's going to...
I think it's a great choice.
Yeah, no, with the Glacial Augment, being able to like slow the Veigar on any of the hooks, that's going to be crucial. And then Ezreal is just so mobile. With his ability just to be around the board, he will probably take control of the bot lane. We're going to need Kayn to gank a lot in order for that bot lane to sustain.
In terms of Kayn's form, what do you think is running? I personally think that
I think they are going to go for the tankier build altogether, because if this game gets to the late game, that is when McNair takes it. Because in the late game, they'll all basically become unkillable, and then Vagar can just nuke someone. And if he's able to nuke the Ezreal and take him out, then they lose a lot of their sustain.
Can't eat away from a point click ability.
Right?
Right.
Can't eat away from a point click.
We're experiencing
Well, yeah, we are experiencing technical difficulties. Let's see if we can get back into the game here. Try to reconnect, man.
All right, let's see.
All right, looks like we're back in. Let's see if we're going to be able to get into the game. Maybe catch up a little bit.
Perhaps.
Here we go.
There we are.
All right. We're almost in the game.
More technical difficulties?
Yeah, give us just a moment while we figure this out.
Apologies, folks, for the technical difficulties.
While we're having technical difficulties, we do have Smash in the Charterville rooms. There is Smash and there is other activities and whatnot, but we'll get this figured out in the next couple of minutes.
Absolutely.
Close it out and try and go back.
Like restart the whole client. Yeah.
We're just going to restart our client. We're going to try to get back into this game for you. All right. Oh, here we go. We are in. Okay. Let's go check and see how that bot lane's doing. It looks like Lincoln is pushed up pretty far. I would say based on everything that we're seeing so far, no deaths yet. I'd say there was no invade.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate, but a little bit safer.
Maybe both teams didn't want to take the risk.
Yeah.
Perhaps they're playing more passive.
I think with the wild card, they didn't know like how they would react or respond to the invade, so they didn't stay out.
Right. Bot lane looking good.
Yeah, we do have Evelyn and King on the bot side of the map. Let's see if we might get an invade. I'm thinking we might see an invade mid. Galio's pushed up pretty far.
Kane taking blue on the bot side, Evelyn taking red on the bot side.
And with that red buff, with that burn effect, I think that's going to be crucial in the first gank of the game.
Olaf going to his side of the jungle to Ward.
Ooh, Ward's deep in the jungle. That's a good sign. You don't see that from a lot. All right, here we go.
Wards as well from Ari.
Kind of letting Evelyn know, trying to force Galio over to that side, see if he can get a little overextended. She's kind of waiting, making sure the river's clear. Oh, and here we go. Galio
Galio
going
walks up,
into
Evelyn.
the river.
Ari walks up as well. Just the Ward.
Just the Ward.
Just the Ward. Just the Ward.
We do have Kane nearby in case things start to pop off. I think he's going to take Scuttle here for that vision and the speed in the river.
Right.
Oh, and then we have our
Potentially.
bot lane, maybe a little overextended here. Kane's kind of determining if he's going to go for it or not, but that ward kind of told them that he was there, and so they're going to back off a little bit.
Let's take a look at those items. So, on the bot lane.
Okay, very conservative bot lane. We're not saying. I thought we might see a Dark Seal from Vega. I thought maybe he might go a little aggressive, but with the ring, that's kind of a shot. Going a little bit more for sustain.
And it starts with Tyr the goddess. And a ramping item. Really helpful for Israel. Less damage though, however.
A little less damage, but going for that ramping sustain. We might see a long one out of this first match.
Oh, in the jungle,
Here we go. Oh, Kane back there. But we do have another ward up. Evelyn back.
Galio walking over.
Let's see if Evelyn's able to TP out.
Galio walks into bush.
Oh, sorry.
He engages.
We have our first big fight here. We have Ari coming in. Evelyn is low. Kane with the first blood. Surprising. But that is going to be crucial as Kane is now in Evelyn's jungle. And I think he's going to take that ground.
Galio.
Maybe stayed a little too long.
Playing a dangerous game.
Yeah, but he's able to get out. He's going to back and try to go home. This jungle invade by Kane is really going to set Evelyn behind.
Absolutely. And it looks like the bot lane is actually. Were they just pushing a turret?
A little bit aggressive. Oh, Kane. Kane is playing very aggressive, trying to keep his Nasus on his heels.
Collecting orbs for red.
This is true. So I do think we are going to see that red Kane.
Kane on the back. Evelyn going to find that her grump is unfortunately taken.
And she made it to the wrong side of the jungle first. She's going to need to go bot side and go to those raptors if she's going to get anything.
Drake is up, so that might actually benefit her to clear bot side and Drake.
Possible, but Thresh has taken some hits. I don't know if they're going to want to go up against the Infernal Drake first.
Right.
And Kane is signaling that he wants Dragon. So we have Galio moving bot, Seraphim's kind of coming in there. And they are going aggressive from the start. They feel like they got the first blood and they can control the pace of this game with this Dragon.
Absolutely. Evelyn.
Oh, we do have Evelyn and Ari coming in to contest. But Vega is keeping Thresh and Ezreal in the bot lane. Let's see if they're able to kind of sneak by. Thresh is making his way.
Walk up.
We're going to see a hook across. He can pull himself in.
There's a charm. Perhaps a hook, Thresh, and a lantern to follow. Another charm, lots of damage.
Galio is looking kind of low. Oh, and they are.
They take a last code. Now they can fight.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Red team. Oh, red team. Hey. Double kill from Galio.
But Ari is still up. Ari is still in there.
Shuts him
Ari
down.
lands a charm.
Oh.
There's the Q.
Oh, but we do have Ezreal coming up. Oh, and Kane is just barely able to escape.
But Ari is still alive.
Ari's still alive. Ari was able to kind of get in there and kind of catch back up. But Galio did get 2 kills himself.
Kane able to clinch
The Dragon. The Dragon is huge. That is going to give them a lot more sustain and damage outgoing from here on.
Now, what do you think is going to be the Drake for the match?
For the match?
The element.
Elemental. I don't know. Maybe Windrake?
I think Windrake would be pretty beneficial. Allows him to move faster, more control, especially for Evelyn. Evelyn would be good.
I think that would be if McNair is able to get their hands on a Wind Soul, then that would really help them out as they are tanky. But if they're able to move, a lot of vision in this bot lane river by Evelyn getting that Scuttle Crab and Thresh kind of warding that. So they are kind of preparing themselves for more invades from that Kane and starting to get more and more fed. But they are not going to be caught on surprise. Pretty good vision on both sides.
They understand the situation.
Yeah.
Are trying to prepare as best as possible.
A little aggressive.
Put those out.
push back up.
Crash are really playing into what they're good at, which is how open and stay in.
Yeah.
Easy damage. Gallo goes back in.
Solid. Good hits on the Ari, but she's able to kind of make her way back. Nasus is coming down to the mid, but Ari is low. We'll see what's happening.
Kane is close behind.
Kane is circling. I think he wants to get that Rick Harold. I think he's going to bat. He's going to buy a little bit more as he just got red buff. And I think we're going to see another gank. Probably to the top lane and then go to Rift Herald after.
Little peek back at items. As you can see, Kane is building serrated dirk, so going to lethality. Also has cloth built warhammer, so going to pick up his potentially, if it's a lethality item, his fence right now.
And only cloth armor from the Nasus, so he is not as tanky as he would like to be in this situation. And falling behind in CS. Olaf at 68 with Nasus at 49. So this is going to be, oh, and Olaf already has Cleaver.
And 102 stacks at 9 minutes.
And Kane is at the Rift Herald. Try to solo that. Lincoln does have vision, though. No one is contesting. They are just kind of letting them get this.
I actually don't think they have vision.
Oh, because he went through the wall, so yeah, they didn't see him take it there. So they don't even know what's happening. This is not good for Lincoln.
Probably going to drop his top if I had to assume.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Kane go through behind the Nasus. And he did secure the Rift Herald.
Or mid.
He's going
Ari
mid
backed.
as
Okay,
Ari
yeah.
backed. They're going to capitalize on the situation. We might see our first turret go down. There we go. McNair is summoning the Rift Herald.
Fight breaking on top lane. Okay, Nasus hard.
Oh.
This could be huge.
Oh,
Going
but
at it.
Olaf with the burst.
Nasus lands a Q. Nasus one more Q.
Olaf. Oh, Olaf takes it in the top
Good
lane.
fight, though. Good
There's
fight.
a good fight. He almost got him. It was a little
He really did.
very aggressive by the Nasus, but you know, sometimes you got to try to make the play.
Sometimes. He was close. That was a really good fight.
He was close. I think he was just able to pull him a little closer to the turret, maybe get a little turret hit on his side.
Yeah.
Probably could have swung that fight in his favor.
Evelyn looks like she's going to finish the job. And the sharp. Here we go. This could be huge damage.
And the execute from the Evelyn. That was
Fantastic.
solid. Mid lane is sitting at 2 stacks on the turret, so it is getting pretty low. And Ari might have found herself a little overextended here.
Kane and Gallion both going in.
But she is able to just sidestep her way through their abilities and come out safe.
They're playing very aggressive in the enemy team's jungle. They
Yes.
are acting as if they own it.
Yeah, after Kane got that elimination on the Evelyn, he's kind of just been sitting in there and running the jungle. Evelyn did get the kill on the top lane, but we're gonna need to see her be a little bit more aggressive and maybe try to get on Kane's side of things. Maybe try to slow his pace down a little bit. We have Vigor and Seraphim coming back to the bot lane as Thresh is kind of warding up the river, kind of trying to find vision on where the Kane is.
Evelyn once again moving mid, perhaps a gank.
Circling mid, gonna see if she can catch that Galio pushing up, but he smartly kind of goes back under turret, not trying to overextend too far. A lot of vision on this river, especially from McNair. They're trying to control the river. Oh, we got a Mountain Drake up now.
And
Kane is boxed out, and he is just waiting. He's waiting for that edge.
they're going in. And there goes the Kane. Flash ulti.
Oh, and the whole that is huge for the Vader. I think they're going to move. Oh, but we do have Evelyn and Ari coming down, but Galio right behind Ari.
This could be a huge team fight here.
Ari's going to try to escape, and she's haunted.
1v4.
But that mobility from Ari, just able to escape to R.
Wow, look at that.
And
Clean out.
that was a good escape. It was good not to stay. McNair's just going to take this Drake and try to push lane, try to get some CS and maybe buy some to try to keep up with this momentum that McNair is just rapidly gaining steam.
After pushing them out, they're going to take Drake.
Has slain the second Drake. And we have 3 members of McNair backing him. Seraphim back, Kane and Baker all back. Let's see, oh, we do have a little bit of fight going on between the Olaf and the Nasus. And Olaf is kind of being very aggressive. This Nasus from really pushing out at all, kind of negating his presence. And now he's going to take the Scuttle Crab, gain a little bit of vision. as Evelyn is in the jungle. Ooh, we might see the Nasus kind of come down on him, and they might try to pinch him in right here. They're able to catch him. Got the slow from Nasus, but they're moving it out. Evelyn is right there. Here we go. Oh,
Evelyn.
The Olaf.
Evelyn.
Oh, and the double kill from Olaf in the top lane. That could have gone either way.
Another fight breaks out with the bot Kane.
Here we go.
Ganking.
Virgil Vagar just starting to get fed here. This is good. I do appreciate the Evelyn going in on the Olaf though. They could have had that. Committed. Absolutely, you have to at this point.
That's a good teammate.
But the Olaf just being at the wall, Evelyn's at 8, that was kind of the key difference there. It's the level advantage is just too high.
Yeah,
But
that's really making the
the Olaf ult is very strong. Olaf getting rid of the pink ward in the top lane, maintaining vision and back.
Teleport is now unlocked for
The turret plating comes down. This mid turret is looking real low.
and Kane is actually invading once again.
Steals red buff again.
Thresh.
Oh, and we have a Blue King.
Okay.
I think because of the more aggressive playstyle, I think they're going to try to end this one early. I don't think they're looking for the sustain that they thought they were going to have to take. Oh,
Ari.
Kane and
And the
Ari.
charge. And the Galio.
Yeah.
Evelyn still walking up fresh there as well as he lands the hook.
Let's see whether Kane's going to come back here. This is cute. Galio's so tame. Nothing is getting through. Over here
Kane
comes
coming back.
Might have stayed a little.
Oh, and there's the flash. Oh, that's one. Kane.
Under the turret.
Galio.
Shot.
Eating
Kane
turret shot.
Kane is just
And he walks out.
This Galio is just unkillable.
My
In the bot lane, as Ezreal is backing the Veigar and the Seraphine Arcus, taking it. I think we're going to see this tower go down. I'm surprised to see bot tower go down first. I really thought it was going to be mid, but it is about to fall here.
I think after that initial fight where Kane, that really gave me the ability to just take turn plates.
It was Kane being able to take advantage of the jungle and get that boost was just critical in taking over the game.
Absolutely. Now, Olaf into Nasus, I think that was a very smart thing, and I didn't realize it until just now. Based purely off of the ulti, being able to break CC. Nasus only has really one CC, but
Being able to get out of that slow.
it's devastating for mobile champions. There's a charm?
But this Galio, he is not afraid. He is charmed and then cues into the Ahri. Just full community, but we do have Thresh here trying to support the Ahri in the mid lane because bot turret is going to try to keep this turret alive.
Everfrost goes out?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, the charm comes back. There's 3.
Oh, we have a whole team fight coming here as everyone's converging. Kane is trying to make his way from the top side jungle.
And Seraphine. Galio goes back in. Thresh lands the hook. Seraphine throws the ulti. Evelyn gets shot. Galio goes in. And Vigar ulti. Kane's coming in now.
Oh, and Thresh is done. Oh, over there. It was barely.
Ezreal ulti.
Ezreal shuts down the Galio.
Let's get it.
Huge for them.
300 for Ezreal.
That is huge. That's going to help them back into this. And they're still able to maintain that mid turret. But Kane and Olaf are getting Rift Herald, so I think they're going to go down.
And Nasus.
Nasus is a little overextended in the top lane, and Kane is going behind.
But 37 stacks.
Let's see how this goes.
There's the flash.
Flash, he's going to get under turret, but the Rift Herald comes out.
He
This
does have
Kane
ulti.
is charging him down. Let's see how this goes. Here, the ult from Nasus. Kane able to gain a lot of HP off the bottom.
And he lived. And
He
Nasus
lives, but just immediately goes back onto the ground. That is going to put Evelyn behind even harder. A lot of smart decisions by this game. Playing aggressive when he has to, but pulling out. Able to get the second shot on that interior tower by the Rift Herald is going to be huge for the top lane.
4-man moving towards Drake right now.
We do have Galio isolated. So when this dragon comes up, we do have Galio is trying to contest, sparing enough time for Kane to show up. That's Kane. The blue was the right move. He's able to get all around the map to help out as soon as he needs to. The Galio sustain is just long enough.
nobody's stopping the Olaf.
I like the aggressive move here from Lincoln trying to get the dragon. They need it to be able to contest. But the Olaf is just free pushing. And he might get this tower and an in off. Artie's able to slam the dragon. But is Lincoln going to be able to escape?
Huge damage coming out.
Nasus is able to get back to base and keep that in him up. That's huge. Oh, if Lincoln's able to escape him, could come out.
Everfrost lands.
Evelyn's able to just caught. Let's see, the Ahri does have that mobility to escape.
But Olaf
Is
coming
try
to trap as
pinch
well.
her off. Oh, and low. The Olaf.
Everybody.
Wow. But we do have everyone mid lane. Vager's in the bot lane trying to farm up that CS. But they're going to eat these turrets here. Ahri needs to back out, get some HP. Ezreal will try to slow them down mid lane, but they just had too many. That is huge. The gold difference in this game is massive.
Now they do have objective bounties up.
This is true. They are able to shut us down. They might be able to get themselves back into this.
It's not a lot, but it could be just enough for what they need to get their items.
Olaf is at level 14, though. He is the highest level in the game. By 2. Nasus is at 12, but Nasus is kind of stuck in that top lane, protecting his inhib. And that leaves Olaf able to roam, kind of like take out some of these who are still at level 8. We do have Olaf in the bot lane going up against Thresh and Ezreal.
Much more passive build as well.
Evelyn able to get her red buff this time, kind of in his own jungle for a little bit. But the Veigar and the Galio are very aggressive. They are taunting them into fight.
Right.
Very confident from this McNair team in the first round. So, Kane is coming in, running through.
Kane lands it.
Oh, and
Ahri
takes out the Ahri first. That was smart. Ahri's going to escape this fight. The focusing her first is that Thresh down. And Olaf chasing down the Ezreal.
Ezreal.
Is Ezreal going to be able to get
Dodge
out
the
turret?
Q.
Oh, and just takes him out. That was good play by the Olaf. Very aggressive and just following through. Just waiting for his opportunity.
They really waited to have an opportunity where they could single out the Ahri.
Very methodical attack by them.
Kane saw it, decided to take that opportunity, and paid off.
On the Evelyn.
Evelyn
Maybe with his turret on her side.
walks around.
Oh, but the Galio just with passive flash. These interior turrets are going down in the bot lane. In mid it still stands, but so we have the top and bot inhibs exposed, and we have a large minion wave coming up in that top lane.
Virgil and
No one is there to attack.
Just from turret shot. Once he goes out, that's one.
Shut down the Galio. That's a huge buff for him.
Another 300 for the Ezreal.
We do have Winions in the top lane, and a whole other stack of them is coming. They're going to put work in on this inhib, but Nasus is coming to try to clean it up and try to keep that inhib up for as long as they can. It looks like McNair's circling Baron. Seraphine's kind of waiting, kind of watching. Warding out the jungle, I think. Yeah, Kane and Olaf are moving towards Baron.
Does look like they will be making an attempt for it. Does also seem like a very good time since their enemy is preoccupied with defending their base.
This could just be a bait gun. You could see McNair trying to bait Lincoln out of their base.
It might just not be working. It might be better purely to have defend as much as possible right now. Rather than taking that risk.
This Seraphine is still very low level.
Right. Although Thresh is walking up, he does have a war, but
Lincoln is not engaging. They're focusing on pushing out lane, trying to sustain and last through this Baron.
perhaps set up for Drake.
That is true. We do have the win, Drake.
You were right.
It's going to be a win soul.
Yeah.
But we do have. McNair's not going to let them take it as they are pushing them.
Kane's
very aggressive, but able to pull himself out before committing.
That is a scary champion, regardless of the position. Runs in.
Yeah, McNair's not going to let them take it. They are going to sit on this Drake. Olaf is moving towards the bot lane. I think he's going to try to push out and take this in-hit while this fight's happening.
Fresh tries to go hook. The cage goes down. Vigar.
Might see a Vigar ult on Ari if once she gets low.
Olaf.
But Olaf starting
Walking
in-game.
in.
And Kane following up. Oh, those axes from Olaf are just massive damage. Olaf able to fend off this team while his team takes out the Drake.
Olaf, scary champion. Single-handedly able to keep 5-man back. I don't know if that's possible.
He's just fed at that point where
He is scary. He does do damage.
hooked on the Olaf.
Kane goes in. Seraphine ulti. Kane!
The double kill.
Kane goes down.
But Kane is shut down. The Galio in a little too late, but able to take out the Nashville.
Evelyn.
Evelyn. Have our first 8. They take the win break. And we're going to see them push out here. Solid first round show out from McNair. They went with the tankier build, but with the Assassin Kane, it worked.
Right.
They were able to move around the map and position themselves right where they needed to be.
I think the idea was mainly to take care of
They knew they needed someone fast to catch up with them, and if they were just going to be able to dance around and escape every team fight, they weren't going
like Ari was though.
Yeah, in the beginning, prior to the change, Ari was able to kind of figure it out.
The CC. Olaf.
They can take them.
1v3 Olaf. Olaf, that's 1. Almost 2. Austin able to get back. That's getting well.
But the next is coach. This Baker.
It looks like game 1.
Game 1 goes to there.
Good game, everybody.
Solid
Good game.
game.
All right. Wow.
That
What a
was
match.
Very aggressive by the Kane. I imagine we will see a Kane ban probably in the next match, as he's too versatile. He can go and fit whatever they need for the situation.
Right. If they don't ban Kane, it would be a mistake, I feel.
Because it seems Kane is the one who kind of really set the pace and the tone of the match. And it was off of that lead, it was that first kill on the Evelyn that really enabled him to get into her jungle and just kind of rapidly take over and control what was happening. And being able to control both sides of the jungle, and Kane's ability to get behind, even when you're in perfect position as a Nask, never pushed up too far, but it was just Kane just coming in from underneath the turret, able to get in and sneak in behind him. It's hard to deal with, and once that first flash is gone, then you're kind of a sitting duck.
Right. And they also decided to go with a very map mobile team.
Yes.
I think the Kane was a very good pick for that, but also the Galio. Galio ulti, very large, covers a lot, able to do a lot of CC for if there is a team fight, especially in small areas like where they were fighting, which was the jungle, river, and pits, so bear pit or Drake pit, and it was set up perfectly.
And the taunt from the Galio, he was able to catch the Ari and the Ezreal as they were trying to escape. It kept them in the fight, and once they burned their escape, that's all they have.
Yeah.
So with that taunt, he was just able to lock them down, and with the Kane being able to ult inside them and then kind of take control and regain his life, it is a huge advantage on their side.
Let's look at the post-game stats.
Oh yeah, this
Screen
Olaf
right
with just insane. But honestly, really solid damage from everyone on McNair. They're all neck and neck. But like we saw, the Ari was very high, and the Nasus was doing good as well. The Ari did have the burst. Ari, if they're able to get that support, this Ari can do something in the next match. I would not be surprised if we see an Ari ban trying to lock down that mobility.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the Evelyn and Ari were great picks. I thought that was a really great pick. I thought the team comp was good. I think there maybe some tweaks that could be made, and then it would be solid. But I like the Evelyn. I like the Ari. For sure, those two.
Yeah, I think we're going to need someone from Lincoln who's really going to be able to take care of tanks. Ezreal's good in the early game, but we need someone who's going to be able to kind of shred and kind of beat through that armor and health that they're kind of building up here as the course of the game continues.
Yeah. Well, we had the potential to see it, but they were banned out. We saw the Vayne. The Vayne was banned.
The Vayne and the Jinx.
Yeah.
But maybe a Tristana then, because then you can kind of combine the mobility with a little bit of that burst.
Samira
Samira.
would have been a good pick. Milo would have been a great pick. Waiting a few minutes between this match and the next for the players, but match 2 will be underway soon. Second pick.
They stole the Vanguard pick.
Right.
Okay, that's going to be solid. I think McNair was kind of hoping that they were going to get that Vader combo again with the Sarah. But leaving it on the board so that way they can steal it is a little tricky. I kind of like that from Lincoln.
Still,
It's a scrappy move.
a lot of ADCs still on the board though.
Yeah.
Twitch can get picked, Jin can get picked. We can see, like we mentioned earlier, Lila, Samira. There's a lot out. Okay, go walking for the jungle.
That is good.
I like it here.
I really like the versatility that they're going with the jungle. Kane could have gone red or blue, and then Booter with his abilities to just kind of like shift and adapt to what he needs in that situation.
Absolutely.
Good pick. McNair in the jungle. All right. What's the Pantheon? Still going for kind of like those global ults. They have a style and a Zaren. Okay.
Cover the map as much as possible.
A little bit more
Macro.
A little bit more macro, but a lot less mobile than the Arc. We'll see how that goes. But
Come on, hurt you.
Olaf
I
makes
promise.
sense. I think we were going to see that in the top lane again if they didn't ban that.
Now, the only things that haven't been picked are the ADC and the top. Correct?
Correct.
So,
Interesting if we're going to see that Jinx ban again. Because Jinx is still on the board. We might see Lincoln get their name.
maybe.
That would be pretty crucial with the Pantheon.
Come on. What's the worst that could
It's going
happen?
to be a big blow to Lincoln. I wonder how they're going to respond.
Life is too short for fear.
Allowing it. Okay.
All right. Really trying to shut down these top lane picks from being too tame.
Right. Anybody that seems to be high damage bruiser, so definitely Olaf and allowing. And the last pick.
I wonder if we might see that window pick out of Lincoln, maybe for a little bit more sustain.
Maybe.
Last pick is coming in.
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
Okay. All right, let's see what Pinhead Blair is going to be picking. Okay, Maitland. Okay. A lot of range. They are trying to stay away from these teams.
Poke.
Yeah.
Poke, damage, range. That is their objective.
I like it. A little bit safer than before. They're trying to be a little bit more bold. Now they're trying to control the team fights and prevent them from being as aggressive as they were in the first round.
Right. If we can't get away, they have so large they can't get away. And Jin, here we go.
Jin.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Someone to counter that poke. Trying to keep that same distance between. Try to match it.
I think Jin Seraphine is a great match. I think against Caleb Zaraf, it's pretty even. Really depends.
It's also Warren in the top lane. That is going to be a lot of sustain. The ability to build items is
Not
huge.
only for the sustain, but for level 13 passive.
That is true.
The item,
item upgrade.
Right.
Yeah. That is going to, if the game gets to that point, that is going to be a critical moment.
Well,
They kind of set, and we do have the Mundo, possibly.
5 seconds left for the walk-in. Could be.
I think we're going Mundo.
That's it.
And we do have the Mundo on the top.
Okay.
All
So
right.
these are our teams.
I do like this Lincoln team a lot more this round. A lot more poke and sustain, and I think that is going to be good against this mostly AD McNair team.
I think their team fight from Lincoln is going to be very good. Lilia, force the sleep, the damage, the mobility. Zerath for poke, Caitlyn for DPS.
Brings a lot of utility, yeah.
Right. Yeah, they seem to have covered a lot of the bases. They have the CC, the slowing, the hard CC, so stuff that stuns, the traps from Caitlyn, and then Mundo to soak up all the damage.
Yeah, I like this. I think this is going to work out good for Lincoln. I think McNair is going to be a lot less mobile than they were in round 1. But those global Pantheon ults, that is going to be...
Pantheon is the scariest champion, I think, in this match right now. And that's purely based off of the health bars of the enemy team.
Yes.
Very low.
Very low, very squishy. If he's able to jump on them, then... But maybe with the Vagar stuns, he might be able to kind of keep him away. And if they're able to poke him down enough, but...
Maybe that was the objective. They're going to make as much space as possible so that there's no chance of him being able to catch them. That has the potential of working.
And then the Mundo can clean up.
Right.
Having that long fight sustain ability.
And if Mundo is the person who can engage, meaning he's taking the fights, right? He has his passive, so he can stop some CC.
Yes. Yeah, he's going to be probably the main
Actually,
engager.
fantastic. I think Mundo was great.
And he has like that little bit of range with his Q. He might be able to chunk down this Ornn a little bit. Maybe we'll see some more ganks in the top lane, try to push that lane out.
I think that this top lane matchup is going to be a lot more aggressive than last time.
100%.
And it's just based off of the fact that they're tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't. They have the sustain. They're just going to be trying to whack each other.
They can, so they will. Do you think we're going to get invade here? Do you think Pantheon takes like his stun to go invade first?
No. I maybe. I feel like it would be really hard for either team. There's no long range hook, long range, except for Xerath, but that's one champion.
That's true.
I guess Pantheon could if he takes a stun first.
Yeah, if McNair.
He takes the lead.
Yeah, if McNair. You might see a gank, just because they do, we saw in the first match, they really like to control the jungle.
Right.
So if they're able to invade and kind of like put this Lilia behind and then control the jungle, that is going to be huge.
Yeah, 100%. Mid lane, I think. I feel like that's a cool matchup.
Mid lane is going to be interesting. Yeah. Are you thinking the Vygar is going to be the mid lane, or are they going to try to kind of mirror that Vygar bot lane as before?
I don't know. I think it's going to be.
If it's Xerath Caitlyn, then that is a lot of poke and a lot of distance.
I think it's going to be Xerath Caitlyn bot lane, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
They can kind of control the flow of the lane a little bit better, keep them from pushing up as aggressive as they were,
Right.
without having to extend out as far and get caught. Because that was the main key, is if you were just slightly out of position, that Kayn was behind you.
So it's Pantheon versus
I will say,
Vagar?
I'm surprised no Kayn in this matchup with no Kayn ban.
Oh, it was open. Yeah, no, 100%. It was open. Yeah.
Maybe they're just trying a little bit something different based off of the first 2 picks, but it'll be really interesting to see. I wonder if this goes to a game 3 if we might see Kayn come back.
It's to subtly flex that they can play Udyr.
The subtle flex, yeah.
Yeah. It was the skin.
It was the skin.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So hopefully this transition's a little bit more smooth.
It will. I believe in it.
Right.
Okay.
All right, here we go. First look at our summoners. All right. Yeah, we have no flash from the Udyr, but we do have the Ghost Smite. Makes sense.
Okay.
All right. An exhaust from the Xerath. So they are going to be really trying to slow that down. Maybe try to punish them for those ganks.
Maybe. Yeah. Cleanse.
Also, no flash from the Ornn. Teleport Ignite. So if he overextends
Aggressive lane?
very aggressive lane in the top lane. Let's see if
Here
it
we
works
go.
out for them. All right. If we can get some audio. In a minute, maybe. It'll come. All right. Oh.
Here we go.
Do we have an invade happening? Everyone is kind of sticking together here. Maybe both teams meeting in the river? we have
Neither team?
all of Lincoln.
Neither
hiding
team
in the
knows
river.
where each other are. They might actually
Are they gonna
walk
circle
around
each other?
They
Are
might
they gonna
actually walk around each other.
But let's see if someone gets caught out of position here, because we do have this Seraphim. Oh, we got the back. I think they were waiting to see if someone was going to work out.
Okay, that makes sense. Not necessarily starting an engagement, waiting to stop one. Or prevent it.
Waiting to capitalize if someone got out of position. Okay.
So yeah, it does look like.
Yeah, Mundo backs and is heading back to the top lane. Ornn himself is kind of making his way over there. And we're going to have this Vader Pantheon matchup in the mid lane that I think might be a matchup to watch.
Right. I think it might be a little tough for Vader, and it's just because of having
Not
to
very
fight
mobile,
against the
yeah.
melee champion as mobile base. But you know, if he is able to use his abilities right, play CC correctly, there's a good chance. There's a good chance.
You do already have a ward in the river by Lincoln, kind of protecting that bot side.
Pantheon clearing the wave very quickly. Lilia finishing off blue buff. Udyr already ahead.
Yeah, a little bit behind on that blue buff finish, but that is, Udyr's just deals a little bit more damage, so he's going to have that faster clear.
Does look like a little slow match. Nobody.
Very aggressive
Okay.
ward to start this off.
Good damage coming out from the bot lane.
Good poke from Lincoln. Oh, but Mundo first to steal in the top lane. Gotta be a little bit more aggressive here. Udyr is close to mid lane.
Good damage. Good damage.
So, seeing that Mundo playing a little aggressive, a little footstep, when you get this blue buff, and we might see our big tank in the top lane from the Udyr combo.
Right. Bot lane did land the W, but that's cleanse from Caitlyn. Okay.
Okay, so we have our first counter ability. The Seraphine is low.
Yeah, taking lots of damage right now, but I believe trading it for poke is low for Caitlyn. Does
Might
look like
see an aggressive play trying to
there
secure
goes
that.
the W.
But barely able to get out there. Solid escape from Caitlyn.
Zorath playing a lot more of the try to protect
Yes.
than actually attack.
I like the defense by offense.
Yeah.
Move by Lincoln here. I think they know that a long game, especially with Ornn's passive ability, is kind of out of the question, and they're going to just go on the offensive.
Right.
Push under turret.
Does look like Udyr, however, is making his way to the top
Circling.
side jungle.
He's going to get the scuttlecraft and vision, a little bit of speed, control the flow of the river here.
Meanwhile, Lilia is
Lilia's
going to
back.
back.
This is going to be huge if Udyr ganks top with Lilia back at base. Then he is kind of a sitting duck. Here we go. Udyr's coming up from behind.
He does. He
And we
swings.
don't have vision here by the Mundo. Interesting to see how this works out.
He goes in.
Up in the orange.
He's
Too far
just
behind.
walking it down.
And the Mundo burns flash. That's going to be huge. I think we're going to see the Udyr coming back. Oh, but very
I
aggressive.
think there was potential for Mundo to walk out of it.
Yeah. I don't think he needed to burn the flash, but I think based on how the first round went,
It's safe. It's safe. It's safe.
All right.
Right.
I respect the play. He wanted to definitely kind of keep the Udyr
And there's another gang. Another flash.
Udyr is doing his job. Solid game from the beginning. Oh, but the Lilia is in the river with Seraphine coming up to match. She is low. Everyone is starting to move back and reset into position into lane.
Seraphine low in mana.
Oh, but Lilia moving in. Udyr is close, but a little far. Lilia just using her presence in the bot lane to try to keep this McNair bot lane a little honest and push them a little bit back under turrets. That way, Caitlyn
Really?
can safely farm up this CS.
Yeah, really playing aggressive to try to control lane. I think that might also be a part to Drake being
Yeah,
up
and
now.
we have our Chemtech dragon in the beginning. Okay, that's a little bit different.
Kind of upsetting because it works off of being able to get the soul,
Yeah.
but especially with Kim Tank Big Doom, it's always
A lot of good vision by Lincoln around that dragon. I know that last time McNair
that
got the
was
dragon early.
First Blood.
Can we get a replay of that?
I don't know if we can actually. like I might have
Yeah.
accidentally clicked away as soon as it happened. Especially with the it's,
But we do a lot of good things by around that.
yes, I actually did click away as soon as it happened. Okay.
It's all good, but we do have Udyr on the dragon right now, so we can really coming up to the best.
Lilia trying to help.
Udyr is low. We might be able to get a whole team fight here. The Pantheon's already at 6, so this is going to be huge as just their whole team presence here on this dragon.
They move in and lock it down.
Yeah, Lincoln's not going to contest this. They're going to give up the dragon and not give up any kills yet.
Lilia going to clear out the rest of her bot side, probably make her way top.
Yeah, trying to catch up to this Udyr.
Does look like they are eating however on Smite. Lilia ahead by 1 half.
And then Caitlyn gets rooted.
Cleanse again. There we go. Damage coming out. Seraphine stun. Caitlyn E. Lilia.
There's this focus on there, so Lilia's going to kind of hopefully try to finish this up. This is what we were expecting in the bot lane. We were thinking that Lincoln was going to be a little bit more aggressive and try to take control.
Right. But it does seem like neither side is able to get trade a pick.
Both sides low. I think they're both. I think we're going to see them duke it out until one of them wins this fight before they go back. I think they want to go back and buy.
Right.
Udyr trying to wait in the jungle and bait him out, but Xerath backing smartly.
Potentially a lane gank. Here we go.
Oh, kind of sneaking in from behind.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Pretty huge.
They like this lane push out with Udyr just in the bush. Lilia's close, but she is a little far. She might not be able to respond in time if something happens.
Does look like Mundo is able to trace back damage. Seraphine, decent poke. Xerath, low on mana, but he does have his passive, so he can get that mana back very easily.
Is this putting Udyr a little bit behind on CS as he's kind of waiting for this? If they're not able to secure a kill here, it might be a mistake from the lead.
He does, in fact, have all of his bot side up. His top side is going to be up very soon, as well as Rift Herald.
Oh,
Now,
cancels the back animation, and he is still in the bush. Veigar coming down. Oh, going to try to finish off the Seraphine. And she's
One
very
button
low.
is
Oh,
all
but
that
he
is
is
needed.
extended. Oh, this Veigar might be trouble.
He's in there. There's damage.
Oh, and the Veigar
Seraphine goes
takes the
down.
Seraphine, but he
But-
goes down too. Exhaust on Udyr under the turret. Oh, the Pantheon comes in and is able to clean up the Caitlyn. Solid move by Kobe. Secures the kill. That is the type of macro awareness that we were expecting with this Pantheon player. These global ults is really like a huge part of this tactic from McNair, is being able to be everywhere all at once.
Map control.
Map control,
macro,
map awareness.
game,
That is
heat. All these things are very, very necessary. I would like to hear what their communication is like, because it probably is everybody knows what's happening at once.
I'd like to see a little bit more work here out of Lincoln, as this top side is pretty dark.
Right.
Hopefully, Xerath can be able to ward up River here in a little bit.
And it does seem like Seraphine is going to attempt to solo Rift Herald. Wards coming out.
For the Lilian. Yeah. All right. Ooh, and with Rift Herald for Lincoln, that is going to be huge. Because we know McNair likes to play these objectives, and I think Udyr thought he had a little bit of time before that was going to happen.
And a gank mid.
Burning the flash.
Let's
on
go,
Damage,
Drowsy.
but asleep.
There it is.
Maybe an.
Does he re-engage? To Udyr.
Oh. But we didn't burn the Rift Herald there.
Both teams walk away.
Both teams walk away.
Probably drop Rift now.
But with Pantheon backing, we might see both of them.
Yep.
Oh, Rift is dropped, but Pantheon stay. He is pretty low, but Veigar doing a good job of kind of zoning them out with his stuff.
Absolutely.
This is huge for them. Pantheon come back. Good damage. It's good accelerant for Veigar in the mid lane. I think he was going to need that in order to kind of stay competitive here.
Yeah.
As we're moving forward.
Let's see what his items and stacks are currently. Looks like he has 64 stacks, 10 minutes. Okay. Items looking good.
Veigar is ahead in CS, only by one, but they're still keeping pace.
Even through all that. Okay.
Not bad at all. Huge strong on Sarah.
Fourth shot goes through. There it is. Caitlyn by herself.
Oh, here comes Jen. Caitlyn. Rooted. This is going Udyr, the double kill. That one's going to get an instant replay on. Let's take a look at how that one went down. All right, so when Xerath gets rooted in, this is really when they're able to kind of take control. And then the Caitlyn should have started backing up now, but was a little too flat-footed, and was just able to get caught by Jin as he moved up and was able to execute with his crit. That is just real solid gameplay by McNair.
Classic Jin, classic Seraphine, classic Age. Perfect, well executed.
And that is kind of the problem that we were hoping to see Lincoln avoid here. They were going for more poke, but they're moving up a little close. It's aggressive playstyle, and I like it, but they might need to use their range to their advantage. All right, we got the Cloud Drake coming up. I think he's trying to take control of these objectives now. They kind of let McNair have it in the first round, but they're playing a little bit more aggressive, and I like it.
McNair isn't going to let them do it for free.
Oh, but double stun from the Veigar.
Jin, super low. Oh, and that goes out.
Lincoln is able to secure the dragon.
Jin flashes out, he's still alive. Lilia goes down. Everybody.
Here, trying to take the dragon in.
It does.
Losses to a minimum.
It does look like Ornn was able to get that kill. Jin, lands W. Huge.
Huge, yeah.
That's an ace.
That's an ace.
That is
First
an ace.
ace of the game for McNair. They do lose the dragon though, but I think it's worth it in the long run as far as turrets in the top lane. Ornn's just kind of
The objective,
hammering away at it.
the objective training was definitely worth it more for McNair.
Yeah, this is. We've got a TP into the top lane. Ornn behind the turret here. Let's see how this works out for him.
Proxy farming,
He
okay.
is low. We might see this Mundo play a little aggressive here.
He backs, not push.
Oh, he's gonna try to back.
He's
Oh, but Veigar is also moving into the top lane. He sees this Orange trying to escape and knows if he can land that stun on him, they might be able to stop him. But Ornn escapes safely.
Ornn is 3 levels up as well.
That is true. The tankiness of Ornn, and he is 2 away from 13. So we're starting to see this get closer to the late game.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I'm sort of fearful for. When Ornn hits level 13, he has the ability to upgrade items, mythic items for the rest of his team. And at this early of a stage, it is a huge.
Yeah, getting to level
Huge
13 while he still has his Jin at 8, being that far ahead is a huge advantage to his team and is going to really help their sustain in the fights coming up.
Things have calmed down a bit.
Yeah, we have Veigar backing in the mid lane. Going to try to reset, but this Pantheon is pushing. He's going to try to take this turret down a little bit to kind of make up for some of that damage that the Rift Herald caused his lane.
TP is coming out though.
We have a little bit more vision from Lincoln in the river. Not a whole lot of vision from McNair. I think they're playing a little aggressive and they might be forgetting that. That might be to Lincoln's advantage, that they're able to invade and kind of sneak in there. But Udyr is kind of sitting in that bot lane.
Now we are also only 13 minutes in, 14 now. Really early in the match, but both teams are doing extremely well on their own. Looks like we're going to have an engaged goal. Lock it in.
Oh, this Pantheon. Pantheon takes. Oh, here comes Udyr trying to help clean up the Veigar.
He throws a Q just to help cure for damage. Does look like he walks out, but Ornn fighting at the top lane.
Fighting with Mundo trying to get back to tower to have a little bit of breathing room here. Yeah, as we see Ornn's getting closer to that 12, we're seeing McNair be a little bit more aggressive here. They've lost one of the 2 of the objectives that I don't think they wanted to lose with the Rift Herald and the Cloud Drake. So I think they're going to try to really push these.
Yeah. Keeping pace, trying to keep up with the enemy team, trying to keep up with objectives. All very important stuff.
There's a million things to think about in the match. And yeah, I really just felt like these macro plays are huge. We have Udyr kind of sneaking into the bot lane. He just got red buff. He's going to try to hopefully see if...
Again, too. This is the second time.
Yeah, this is the second time.
And last time, the lane king would...
Didn't go in his favor in the
I
beginning
do not
until the
remember.
Veigar showed
I
up.
think he ended up backing.
Yes. All right, and as what happened last time, he's getting back again as Lincoln is playing safe, using their range to their advantage.
But Lilia,
Going for this scuttle again, and I think he's going to go for the Rift Herald. I think she's really focusing objectively in this match.
I think so as
And
well.
trying to keep the jungle from McNair from really kind of taking over the games that happened last time.
Or potentially
Maybe looking for
gank
this
mid.
gank first, so that way no collapse in. Oh,
This
stand a little bit. Pantheon
Still
stunned, going down.
Decent damage,
Escape.
and Lilia gets the walk out.
Do have the
Udyr.
Udyr showing up, and Ornn kind of moving down. Oh, I
And
think they're
the
going to
three
take
of it.
it.
Yeah, I think those three are now just going to take it. Yep.
Oh, bad. They're going Rift Herald. I think we've got our mid and jungle. We're headed 5, and they're going to try to clean that up.
All of them really low.
Both low.
If he has the potential, he could just take it right now.
But
Does not look like he has.
doesn't
ult
look
up.
like he's ulting. Oh, and they're able to back away in time. So that means McNair gets the Rift Herald without losing anyone in the process. There's a huge. Oh, and the Zaren finds himself a little overextended. And the Jhin able to capitalize.
Walk a bit too
Rift
far
Herald
forward.
comes out. Mid lane. We're going to see our first turret go down. Oh, we have Caitlyn trying to contest in the mid lane as that turret is destroyed.
But Drake is also up.
As the rest of McNair is going after the dragon. Udyr's keeping everyone occupied in the mid lane. They are barely able to destroy that Rift Herald as it takes its charge at their second turret.
Finally walking down.
Going
But
to
the
Rift-
5-man is already.
McNair secures their second dragon of the game now, Drake. And they're looking to fight here.
They get too close.
Catch them. Ornn ult coming in.
Pantheon with 2.
Double kill here.
Pantheon with 3. No, Jhin is able to secure.
And then we got
Xerath and Caitlyn still alive.
All right,
still
Dareth
defending.
escaping. Do you want to take another look at that one? Yeah, let's take another look at that team fight. See how it went in McNair's favor.
Right now.
So we see as Lincoln finds himself a little isolated, McNair was able to kind of jump in and take control of that. They were able to, with Jin's range, kind of take out the Mundo before he was able to escape and start really regaining that health. And that is, it's the positioning is what it's coming down to in these team fights.
McNair is also very good at fighting in jungle, as we saw
Yes.
last game.
That's where they want the team fights to happen. They want the team fights to happen in the jungle. They have a lot of mobility, a lot of ways to get around walls. And so they're using that to their advantage.
They're very scrappy.
Yeah, very scrappy. All right, we got 2 people backing in the mid lane. They actually do back, not just trying to bait Lincoln out a little bit.
They hold it. But that's okay. Gives them time to push.
Still
lanes.
only
Yeah.
1 tower down from Lincoln. Or 2 towers. The top tower's down as well. But you can still come back from this. This isn't bad. They have a dragon on their side.
Other objectives look good. The macro game is okay. There's the gold deficit hasn't increased.
And seeing a lot more vision from Lincoln now. Seeing a lot more wards on their side of the jungle. Really trying to keep that vision so that way Udyr can get behind and surprise them. I like those wards behind their tower in the bot lane because that's one of his favorite things to do.
Right. Does look like Lilia is going to.
Try to get Scuttle here. But she's very close to the Udyr and the Pantheon is there as well.
But neither one knows that the other is that close.
Yeah, no vision on each other as Udyr's taking this blue buff.
Well, Lilia did just use sight.
Oh, but she's going in on Jhin in the mid lane. Let's see. Oh,
Jhin
and a
flash.
flash from the Jhin to escape. Solid move by the Jhin. Udyr in the top lane, gonna try to chase down this Mundo as he doesn't have a tower.
It does look like we also missed the fight spot.
Here we go. That sustain from Mundo, this is what we were talking about. This is what we're looking for. And he's able to walk away from that fight.
Warren pushing bot.
They're trying to do it again.
He's in a 2v3.
A lot of Lincoln bot lane.
He does go down. Seraphine also stunned.
The sustain from Ornn. Because he's level 13, they do have that item boost advantage.
But he has to manage to put it on the other team.
Oh, there's a flash to avoid. Sheriff might
damage
be able to
still?
get out. Ooh, barely able to avoid that last drop. That good move from Jay Fire.
Power is down. That gives him very, very good advantage. And
Might
able
see
to
the
push.
push up here from the
Mundo walking down as well, though.
Mundo's here. All right, no, he's going straight for the Sheriff. Push her out of the fight and get on her more. If they're able to take him out, they might be able to
Xerath.
back up. Oh, but Ornn.
Xerath! Xerath walks out.
The sustain from this Ornn. The ice isolation. Oh, but this Caitlyn just able to assassinate Sarah. Oh, and Pantheon's not going to let her escape.
Yeah, that's an ace.
Yeah, with another ace, and Udyr is in the mid lane. We might see McNair reconvene and try to take
Ornn running it down. He is pushing their base, pushing to end the game.
Yeah, Udyr is really just kind of focusing on taking down this tower, trying to expose the intake, but escaping without staying a little too long. Oh, trying to bait them into another team fight as the rest of the team kind of catches up. We have Jin pushing in the bot lane, trying to secure this next tower, and kind of captured enough of their attention to let him get away with it. And he does.
He does in fact grab it.
There's huge room there as they're circling on topside jungle.
Xerath and Lilia though, both
Seraphine
very
trying
close.
to catch up.
It does look like Drake will be spawning soon as well.
Looks like Dragon's on their mind.
I think for both teams, really.
Yeah, this is going to be crucial for Link, but they're really going to need to try to capture these objectives to gain that boost in damage to fight them back.
Although either team really could try to take a sacrifice and let the other team get Drake in order to trade for potentially Baron.
This is true.
This
We do have Lincoln all kind of circling around the dragon. They're going to take Scuttle here. Both well up. All right. Dragon is up and Lincoln is ready. We have McNair kind of behind again, waiting to jump over and maybe take control of this fight after Lincoln takes a little bit of damage from this dragon. And then Lincoln is going to try to deal with them first.
Ornn ulti from behind.
From behind.
Misses, unfortunately. That's okay though. They still landed on.
Xerath goes down.
Jin ulti. It opens up. That's two.
Pantheon.
That's three.
Jump on. And they are going to transition this into the Drake here.
Veigar by
Veigar
himself.
escaping, but they are going to.
Behind enemy lines.
He's going to back, and the Mundo's there. Back as well. Take the dragon.
There we go. That's Drake.
Veigar still there. Had an
By
opportunity to
himself.
back.
Will he get
Oh,
found?
but then the Pantheon.
He does.
Tried to. But you're gonna. And our client is down. And
Sorry, folks, for the technical difficulties.
And it looks like that McNair was able to kind of rally off of that and take control of the rest of the match. All right, and it looks like we've got a clean sweep from McNair on this, as they were able to rally off of that last Mountain Drake and able to take the victory here.
Top it
Let's
up for
give it
them.
up for McNair. Yeah, that Ornn pick in the top lane was really crucial for McNair.
Right.
They were able to just kind of really control the pace and kind of push around with those. It's the large ults between the Ornn and the Pantheon. It's really just being able to kind of control the positioning of where everyone's at was the main factor in these games for McNair. It really seems like macro is what they were, their focus and intent was on.
Yeah, I think macro definitely is super important. I think that any good team that's able to focus on macro and still hold in team fights and laning phase is an unstoppable beast. And very clearly McNair is able to do that. So it's great that they are able to function together as a team very well.
Yeah, a lot of off-brand picks from the teams for this match. I think they were trying to really catch the other side off guard. I think
Yeah.
especially with like the wild card of like Umu in the bot lane, they didn't really know how to pick or counter pick against each other, so they just tried to kind of pull something out of the hat and see how it worked. And I
Yeah.
think it worked in McNair's favor.
Right. We didn't see any really goofy picks.
No, besides that first round with the kind of off-brand Veigar Seraphine bot, a lot more that
Although
surprisingly
that's-
worked.
It is very meta right now to have a mage and
in the bot
Seraphine
lane.
bot lane.
Yeah.
It sucks because I really enjoy classic ADCs. I like the Jhin, the Lucian. I like I like Samira very much, and so it's harder to play against that champion. But you know, on the other hand, I have played that matchup bot lane, and it's very strong.
Oh, and it looks like we got our contestants entering back in. It looks like we have, is that McNair entering? Yeah, let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you, everyone, for the round of applause for both teams. That was a great match. Congratulations to our winners. McNair, as you all get up there, take a bow. Are you on the team? Yeah, get up there. So all of our winners here will be receiving pricing kits from Logitech G and jerseys from Lenovo. So if you all want to head down one by one, I can give you your prizes.
Yeah, let's give him one more round of applause.